What's good, babies? It's T Styles and it's day 9. So listen, if you hear some stuff that's going on outside, it's snowing, so the driveway is being shoveled. So I want to get right into it. If you don't know who I am, I'm T Styles. I am an urban fiction thriller writer. I own and operate the Cartel Publications and the Elite Writers Academy, where I teach people how to build their book empires through story strategy and marketing magic, because there's nothing like writing a book, right? And not getting a coin. So today is day 9. If you're jumping into the series, this is day 9. Come out of here if you're just starting. Go into day 1. All right? I don't want to mess it up for you guys. Okay, so we start every day with a quote. Today's quote says, "I see the notion of talent as quite irrelevant. I see instead perseverance, application, industry, will, desire, desire." Gordon Lish. Now, and we're reading from my book, The End, How to Write a Book in 90 Days. 90 days, 30 days. I know you're like, Toy, you adding days. It starts with saying, am I more talented than a lot of writers? Am I more talented? Yes. Can any writer with the will and desire reading this book surpass what I've achieved? Of course, people have done it. First of all, I'm still working on my dreams. I'm still in work in progress. There are certain things that I have on my to-do list as far as goals that I will achieve. So I'm still working there. Until I'm up there with Shonda Rhimes, best believe I'm still a work in progress. But it says, what separates the greats from the flakes? In my opinion, it's two different things. The greats have the dream and the will to see things through. In my opinion, hopeful writers sometimes fall short. Too many people worry about things like planning and executing and making sure every detail is right. Sorry to say it, but if you want to write a book, you have to be arrogant sometimes. You really have to be like, you know what? There is nothing that's going to stop me from writing this book. And you have to really believe that. And the reason why you really have to believe that is because along the way, there are going to be times where you are called on that. And if you don't have the arrogance or the you got a nerve, type of mentality, then anytime somebody says something to you or try to sway things or try to knock you off your chi, you're going to fall short. And guess what? That book will never get done. At first, you'll tell yourself the reason you didn't follow through your dreams is because of your kids or your work, your spouse. After time, you may even start believing this madness. If I had more time, I could write my book. If so-and-so would leave me alone, I could write my book. If I had more fingers, I could write my book. In life, there's nothing worse than having a dream and seeing it not realized. You alone controls what happens. And with your book, there is no exception. So today, the creative exercise for the day is, outside of writing this book, think of a future goal you're going to tackle and write it down. So I want you to think about something it doesn't necessarily have to connect with the book world, but it has to be a future goal, something that you foresee it taking some time to do, right? Think of what you can do tomorrow that doesn't interfere with the production of this book to work on that goal. Because although in my line of work, the world pauses until I finish my story, my books and or my screenplay, there are other things that we have to worry about. There are other goals. It could be body related. It could be maybe you're trying to find that perfect someone. Maybe you're trying to get rid of the person that's next to you. I don't know. I ain't telling you how to do your life. But I want you to think about what you can do in addition to writing this book that will move toward that goal without getting distracted, babies. Don't use this as an excuse. And the reason why I want you to do that is because the book world and writing your story and telling your story is like a companion to life. When you write a book, everything else seems to open up. So there's not necessarily any reason to cut something off. You just want to make sure that when it comes to priorities, as of right now, this book is first, and then everything else in time. So that it's okay to have goals. It's okay to take baby steps to get to the next place. But we are understanding that in the end, when this book is done and when we become prolific writers, that a whole world of possibilities will open up to us. And that includes more goals, because once we finish this, we know we can finish the next thing and the next thing, no matter what it is. So on day 9, I want to say to you, I am proud of you, and that I don't want you to stop now. We have so many days to go, but I'm here supporting you every step of the way. So, you know what I'm about to say? Get to writing. Why are you looking at me?